Okay. Third one is repetition or iterative. Okay. Third one is repetition or iterative. Okay. Sometimes you want to execute the same lines of code. Okay. Several times. In that case, you can use the looping concept. Okay. That is basically called iteration. Okay. We are going to discuss two different this is the advantage. So whenever you are using a loop, the number of lines automatically comes down. You are not going to repeat the same code again and again. I can give one example. Say in this particular course, there are around 50 students. Okay, in this particular course, there are around 50 students. Okay, otherwise you just leave. You are from section A, first year, section A, ECE A section. Okay, there are 50 students available. All of you, okay, you have taken 5 courses. Okay, course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just writing a code so that I'm just getting marks from each one of you. All the 5 subjects, I'm going to take an average and I'm going to display the average marks scored by you people. Okay. So for all the 50 people, I'm not going to get 5 times input, then adding all these things, dividing it by 5. I'm not going to do this for 50 times. So instead, I'll be writing a piece of code. Before that, I'm going to run a for loop. Okay. For I equal to 1:50. Okay. This is end for. So what happens, first time it executes, it will get 5 marks from one particular student. It computes average and it okay, executes the result. Next time, okay, it takes the second, it takes the input from the second student and it will display. So it is actually reducing the number of lines. Okay. So actually speaking, in order to use this for loop, first of all, you need a condition. Okay, you need initialization, then some condition. I'm writing here. You need some initialization, some condition. Third one, some increment or decrement. So this initialization is before the loop. While using the loop, you will use the condition. Then within that loop, you will go for some increment or decrement. Usually there are two different iteration logics are popular. One is for loop, another one is while loop. Okay, there is a basic difference between for loop and while loop. If I know, okay, the loop, I know that this loop is going to execute for 50 times. If I know the number, I know the certain number, okay, then I can go for loop. If I don't know the count, okay, if I don't know the count, in such cases, until the condition is getting satisfied, in such cases, I can go for while loop. Okay, both for loop and while loop we are going to discuss in the coming lectures. Okay, these are the two different types of structures: for structure, while structure. Okay, this is something like this pseudocode for loop. I am going to repeat for I equal to a. Okay, this is the starting value. This is the end value. Okay, this is something like 1 to 50, and I is the increment. Say starting value is 1, end value is 50. Not only the increment 1, by default increment is 1. I can go for any step size 2, 4, 6 like that. So what happens? Initially it is 1. Next 1 plus 2 it is 3. Okay, 3 plus 2 5. So it will go like this up to 50. The last number 50. Okay, the I is step size. This is end of the loop. Okay, so whatever I want to repeat certain number of times, that will be repeated, okay, using the for loop. And this is some example flowchart. See here, I'm just initializing. As I said earlier, initializing. I'm just checking the condition. Okay, if the condition, you can write in two ways. If the condition is met, I'm executing. Otherwise, what I'm doing, see, I'm just coming out. As per this flowchart, if k is greater than s, I'm just coming out. Otherwise, what I am doing, I'm just executing the module. Here you just see there is a increment or decrement. Okay, again it is coming. Here again I am checking k is incremented, k is k plus t. Now again I am checking whether k is greater than s. Okay, if k is greater than s, I'm just coming out. Otherwise, I'm again executing. Again this is incremented. So initialization, condition, increment or decrement. Okay, in the same way, while loop. Okay, it also uses condition to control the loop. It does not have a certain number. Okay, until the condition is met, I am going to execute the module. I don't know how many number of times the condition will be satisfied, 10 times or 20 times or 30 times, I don't know. Okay, but until the condition is satisfied, the module will be executed. Okay, and this is the end of the module. You just see, if the condition is true, okay, the module is executed. Again it will come here. Again it checks if the condition is true, it will come. When the condition falls, it comes out of the while loop. Okay, so these are the websites I have used. Okay, I have referred for preparing this material. So control flow. Okay, how the flow of the program goes. Okay, there are three different types of control flow. One is sequential flow, selection flow, iteration flow. In sequential flow, line by line it will go from top to bottom. Okay, all the lines are executed in sequence. Whereas in selection, only based on the condition, certain portions alone executed. In selection, usually we will use if statements. There are three different selection cases. One is single alternative, double alternative, second one is double alternative, third one is multiple alternatives. Similarly, iteration, this is basically loop. You want to execute certain lines of codes, okay, for certain number of times or until the condition is met. Okay, in such cases you will go for repetition or iteration. Two different algorithms are very popular. Okay, one is for loop, another one is while loop. Okay.